Okay, so today I'm very late to post my video. There was a specific reason why I'm so late. I was doing my tax return and that was really an emergency. We had only until the 18th, so it's not the 18th yet, but I wanted to finish before because I hate doing that and I wanted to focus on that, and I'm unable to do additions and to do my taxes and in the same time doing fun things like videos or paintings or things like that. So I wanted first finish one thing and then doing my video. So yes, I'm done, I'm here 100%. I'm glad to be back and to have finished with all the taxes series. Okay, so today I'm going to do a video about what did I learn, what did you learn from Mark Hollis and Tok Tok. So I know that Mark Hollis and Tok Tok were doing music. So beside learning their music, there is not much to learn. It's untrue. There was much to learn. Actually, that's what interested me in the first place. I love their music. That's no question about that. It's just that it's much more than just music. Much more than that. And actually, I learned a lot from, I want to say them because it was a band, but it's not so much them, it's from Mark Hollis. Mark Hollis set the tone, maybe a little Tim Freeze Green, and that's what I learned. I learned from him. I learned a lot of things, but 5 are the most important ones, and I invite you to look into it and to try to see how it can also bring you something, because the point of all this is to learn something from that. First thing, perfection. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. Even Mark Hollis and Tok Tok didn't do perfect things, but they tried to do their best. They tried to reach a kind of perfection. Mark Hollis put the level really high. Except when I was student or at school, when I was a child, I was always trying to do my best. Or even in my work, I'm always trying to do my best. I'm not saying that all what I do is perfect, far from that. But it's true that I'm always trying to do my best. I don't work short. I always work more than what is expected. And sometimes I'm actually exhausting myself. But I never thought in matter of creation and art. I don't know why actually. I never thought of that in my art. And from the moment I started reasoning like that, thinking it's not only a matter of fun, it's also a matter of perfection, reaching the best as possible. Suddenly I didn't see the thing by the same way, and it's true that it pushed me to do better. It's not a matter of quantity. It's not because you are going to do a lot that it's going to be good. It's better to do less but better. It's more a matter of quality than quantity. So I learned that I needed some time to digest all that, even though if I was thinking about that before. But there is a difference between thinking and really understanding it and applying it in everyday's life. Second thing, the love. I even made videos about that, saying that Mark Hollis put some love in his music. He said himself that, talking about Otis Redding, it's all love in it. And I was feeling that love that he was putting in his music. I was receiving it. That's, I think, what led me to love Tok Tok in the first place. That's probably why they had a more important place in my heart when I was younger than the other bands. But I never thought of applying that in my art. And the other day I went on Venice Beach. I made a video, you can watch it on YouTube. It's not the last one, but the one before. I filmed Venice Beach because I was with my family there, and I wanted to film that place, especially first because my family was there, but also, and that was as much important, I absolutely love Venice Beach. I've been loving Venice Beach since 20 years. I came for the first time on Venice Beach in 1997, and when I arrived there, I knew that I loved right away. Santa Monica Beach is also very beautiful, but and more chic, but Venice Beach, there is something special there. A lot of homeless people, a lot of poverty, a lot of problems, drugs problem, all kinds of things. But there is something in that place which is quite different from the rest. I wanted to film that. When my son told me we are going to go on Venice Beach, I thought, okay, I take my camera, I want to film that, to see if what I feel and what I see passes through my video. And it does. And while I was editing my video and watching that, I realized that I was filming Venice Beach and my family. It was a way of showing my love to my family, but also my love to this place. I wanted to transmit my love on this video. I don't know if you can feel it, but that's what I wanted to do. And suddenly I understood what Mark Hollis was doing on his music, because I always thought, why does he put so much love in this music to give to people he doesn't even know? And actually you don't think like that. I realize you don't think like that. You think, I love that, I love this beach, I see something magical here, I want to show what I feel when I'm there, I want to show how much I love this place, how much this place is lovable. And that's what I tried to show on my video. And suddenly I understood what Mark Hollis wanted to do through his music. You have a love in you and you need to share it. So of course I'm not comparing myself to Mark Hollis, it's not the same level. But there was a form of sincerity in his music, more than a form. There was a lot of sincerity in his music. And I think that when I filmed this video on Venice Beach, there was a lot of sincerity in mine too. I really wanted to show what I see and how I feel and how it's magnificent. I mean, the ocean, the sand, these people passing all the time. It's like, it's almost hypnotic, you know, hypnotic, I don't know how we say that. It's really magical, and with all this music which is mixed to each other, because there are a lot of musics, and there is something there. When I go there, I feel good, and I think that it's the only place where I can do nothing, just watch. Well, I was filming, but I was watching. I was just watching, and I just wanted to show you what I was watching. But by putting all the love that I have for that in my video. So when I do videos about Mark Hollis and Tok Tok, I'm also trying to share my love for this band and for that man this man who I admire a lot, of course. Silence. I learned silence from Mark Hollis. When I was doing my accountancy, I didn't put my phone on. I mean, no YouTube videos, no news, no computer, just me calculating, making additions in the silence. And I suddenly understood the virtue of the silence, because suddenly you can really focus on what you are doing and be more, yes, concentrated, more focused on what you are doing and working much better. That's also why I didn't do a video. I didn't want to do a video for the sake of doing a video. I preferred being late in doing my video rather than doing a video for nothing, you know. So, or I do a video to talk about something relevant and interesting, or I prefer doing nothing. That's exactly what Mark Hollis did. He always released albums when he thought that he had something to say in his music. And when you listen to his music, there is a lot of silence in the music. Sometimes it's better to give time to time. What I mean is sometimes you have just to shut up, think, be a little aside, I would say, not acting, just waiting and see. And sometimes it takes time, but then you come back more refreshed, more energized. Minimalism. One note is better than two notes. Silence is better than one note. So he always tried to put the least as possible. Not too much things, not too many notes, not too many instruments, not too many voices, and not too loud. As we say, less is more. It's basically that. I realized that I didn't need to put a lot on my paintings. And I also realized that I didn't need to have a lot in my life. Lately, I've been watching like crazy, when I was not on my taxes, of course. I was watching like crazy videos about decluttering and minimalism. It was not randomly I searched for these videos because I was feeling the need to empty my house, to empty my life, to keep only what I love, getting rid of the rest. So of course I didn't really have the time to do it actually because I was doing my taxes once again. But it was in my plan, and actually I started small things that I knew that I could do quickly, like for example a drawer in my kitchen while I was cooking or things like that, because I was feeling such a need of purging, and suddenly I understood the importance of the minimalism. I also learned with him to laugh more. Actually, I went to him because of a laugh on the Such a Shame video. I realized 2 years ago that I'm someone who laughs a lot, but I was also someone who sees also the negative aspects of things, or I was living in fear, afraid of everything, which is weird because I came here not alone, because I was with my son, but my son was 17 when we came, and I was the only real adult here, so I was afraid, but I did something kind of when I think about it, I'm like, wow, I don't know if it's brave, because I wanted so much to come here, so I didn't think, oh, I'm going to be brave. I wanted to be here, so the courage didn't have a lot of place in what I did. I just followed my dream. But when I think about it, I realized that I was kind of a little crazy, and a lot of bad things happened to us here, because Los Angeles is not a safe place, and I had a lot of bad adventures, like being robbed in the day in my shop, 2 guys with a gun coming in, and things like that. I don't want to talk about it because it was a true nightmare. Anyway, I'm still alive, and that is wow, that is a miracle, because really when they came in, I really thought that my life was over. The interesting thing is that I came here with my son. We have no idea if we are going to be allowed to stay. That is a very complicated situation. but I regret nothing. I learned so much. I progressed so much. I learned to handle myself. I learned a lot, and what helped me, it's the laugh. Really, when I don't feel good, I go on Such a Shame video and I laugh and I feel better. And it reminds me, don't forget to laugh of yourself, to laugh of your life, to laugh on about everything which is funny. The other day I was reading the news about the Brexit, and the Brexit really hurts me. I'm so sad when I think of UK leaving the European Union. And I was reading that in the zoos they are not going to be able to replace the animals or to make them have babies and things like that, because the animals won't be free to travel. And and I thought that it affects even the animals, you know. And I found that funny, even if it's not funny at all, but I found that so funny. So funny that the Brexit even touches the animals. They should have thought about that before doing it. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. It's another subject. All these things led me to where I am now. When I finished my taxes, actually my taxes led me to my new painting. I'm going to explain. When I finished my taxes, usually I e-file. I couldn't e-file because I needed a code and the code was not working. I had the code but it was not working, and they said it's not the right code, and I said I'm sorry, it's the good code, I have an amount, it's the right amount. Anyway, I couldn't e-file, so I had to go and print my tax return, and I sent it today. But I thought, while I'm printing, because I could do on my printer, but you know, when it's 47 pages, I don't want to exhaust my printer. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go to the print shop. And I thought, while I'm there, I'm going to print photos that I need for my new painting. What I did, so I finished my taxes and it led me directly to my new painting. So that is great, because now I have no more excuses to not start. So I printed this. Actually, I think it's probably this image that I'm going to use. I needed the colors, I needed it big enough to see the details, and to be able to do the face, because there are a lot of details on the face, and if you don't see well, it's not good. I also printed that because here I have only a part of his body, as you can see, but here I have the integrity. So if I must paint him, the whole person, I will have the bottom as well. And I also printed this because I was hesitating between the two images, but I think I will do the other one. This one is too serious, and of course I printed this one. I'm not going to do it finally on this painting, but I keep it for something else, because that is for me. You know, at the printer, she pulled the photos, she told me, look at them if it's okay. I look at them and I was laughing. So I thought, yes, if I laugh, it's okay. You know, when I feel sad, I look at that and I feel much better. My plans to come. I'm going to tackle the painting. No more excuses. Not that I need an excuse, you know, I'm glad to paint, but I couldn't do my taxes and paint in the same time, impossible. So, my painting, I cross the finger that nothing happens in the meantime before I start. Okay, my painting. And I decided something important. I decided that I will continue Mark Hollis videos, but I want to do a video only when I have something important to say, or something to translate, or an article that I found that I think it's interesting, or I have a new idea I want to talk about, or about my paintings, of course, or something else which would come up, you know. Not that I was doing videos about nothing, but I had a lot of subject to do, and suddenly I almost covered everything. Almost, probably not. Probably things are missing, but I want to do a video about Mark Hollis and Tuk Tuk when I consider that there is something really relevant and important to say. And of course, I will do about my paintings, because that doesn't change. I paint thanks to him, and I want to talk about it because it's incredible what happened to me, and I want people maybe to try to do their thing thanks to music, and if I can help someone, I want to do it. Secondly, I will continue my art and crafts video, of course, because I'm always doodling and doing something, so that doesn't stop. But I will start also showing you my decluttering in my house. I don't know how I'm going to film that because I don't have the right equipment for that, but I will find the way. You are going to say, what is the link between art and music and decluttering? First, I would say that decluttering, minimalism, feng shui, I love feng shui, it's a form of art. I can't create in the mess, so for me it's linked. I need some space, I need some emptiness to create. I need that. I have a lot of art supplies, craft supplies to give away. I will probably have books to give away. That is going to be very hard. I'm not going to start with that because I love books, and for me it's very difficult to get rid of a book. But if I know that someone is going to read it, to like it, to keep it, to enjoy it, I'm ready to give away books. The books that I'm not very interested in, or that I keep, I don't know why. I will probably give away some makeup if it's possible. Basically, I have everything to declutter. Everything. So I understand that you came to my channel first to watch videos about Mark Hollis and Tuk Tuk. And for you, watching videos about decluttering, it's probably not going to be interesting. I consider doing a second channel to separate, but I'm afraid that I won't be able to handle two channels because I'm still working too, and it's very difficult for me to really manage two channels. So what I suggest is that when it's a video about decluttering, if you are not interested, don't watch. It's as simple as that. I will also, of course, do my videos about Los Angeles when I'm outside and I'm visiting something interesting, because I already showed you when I'm outside of my house, when I go to the post office, when I'm in my car. I'm not going to do that again and again, but if I go somewhere where it's worth showing, for example, next week I go to vote to choose the French president, maybe I will film that, because I will go in Los Angeles. It's somewhere in Los Angeles, it's not very far from where I live, and maybe that is something interesting to film and to show. Maybe I will keep you posted with that. So I wanted to speak about that because some new videos are going to be included in my choice. And the videos about Mark Hollis and Tuk Tuk won't be maybe as regular as before, but will still exist. I will still do stuff. So I hope that you are not going to be disappointed, and I hope that you are going to stay subscribed to my channel. If you are not subscribed yet and you want to subscribe, don't forget to click on the little bell which is beside subscribe, because otherwise you will never know when I'm releasing a new video. If you want an alert, you need to click on this bell. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up. And if you want to tell me something specific, please comment below under the description box. If you have any idea about what I was saying, please say something and I will answer you as fast as it is possible. Besides that, what else? I'm sorry to say that almost on every video, but if I don't say it, people don't do it or people don't think about it. I must be in my viewers' shoes sometimes. Okay, I stop here. I have the feeling that this video is going to be very long. I see you very soon. Bye bye. Bye bye.